Jessica's fans were quick to share their compliments to her. The 44-year-old has 3 children with former husband Cash Warren. Alongside Honor, actress Jessica attended the opening night of Evita at the London Palladium. She took to Instagram and shared her praises for the show, as well as star Rachel Zegler. Jessica wrote, "An unforgettable London night with my baby girl. Opening night of at official Evita, I'm speechless. What a show. What a cast. At Rachel Zegler, you are radiant. Watching you stand so fully in your power was nothing short of inspiring. Your presence lit up the entire theatre. We were all beaming with pride and love for you. Brava." One follower commented, "You are so beautiful." Another added, "You and your daughter are identical." A third remarked, "Enchanting-looking photo of mom and daughter." While Rachel, 24, wrote, "I adore you so much," adding a red love heart emoji. Back in January, Jessica confirmed her separation from then-husband Cash Warren. The pair, who married in 2008, met 4 years earlier while Jessica filmed The Fantastic Four. Later in the year, Jessica then filed for divorce from her longtime spouse. In May, The Sun revealed how the Jessica appeared to be moving on with a new man. She was spotted cozying up to a mystery guy while taking a stroll through Regent's Park in London. Exclusive footage showed the Hollywood star grabbing his hands and pulling him closer. An onlooker told The Sun at the time, "They looked very intimate. They were hugging and holding hands as they walked through the park together. They rented out some deck chairs and they were sitting on them kissing. It looked very much like a new relationship." It was a mild summer evening in London. The air was touched with that quintessential British dampness, the kind that curls around the ankles like a silk scarf and carries with it the ghost of afternoon rain. Outside the Lyric Theatre, just off Shaftesbury Avenue, a crowd gathered, not unusually so. London's West End always buzzed with anticipation on a Friday night. But tonight, something different stirred among the whispers. A ripple moved through the waiting fans like a shiver down the spine of the city. Then she appeared. Jessica Alba. Lit by the soft glow of paparazzi flashbulbs and the golden hue of the theatre marquee, the 44-year-old actress looked like a star carved from obsidian and starlight. Her strapless black leather dress hugged her silhouette with the confident ease of a woman who has grown into her power. The dress was bold but elegant, edgy but timeless. It was Jessica Alba as we'd never quite seen her, flawless, radiant, and walking beside someone who looked more like a sister than a daughter. They walked side by side, laughter twinkling between them like shared secrets. If you squinted, they looked like sisters. If you didn't, they still did. Jessica Alba's career has been a study in evolution. From teen icon to action star, from honest company mogul to activist, and now a mother of 3, her trajectory defies Hollywood's expectations of women. But what remains unchanged is her glow. That glow wasn't just skin deep. Tonight, it emanated from something more profound than highlighter or hydration. It came from confidence. From wisdom. From the joy of raising a daughter who could walk beside her, not behind her. And it came, perhaps, from knowing that while time moves forward, style and spirit do not have to age at all. Honor's presence seemed to echo that truth. She didn't shrink in her mother's shadow, nor did she try to outshine her. Instead, she walked like someone raised by a woman who taught her that elegance isn't about age, it's about essence. Inside the theatre, where velvet seats awaited and chandeliers shimmered like antique stars, the duo slipped into a booth near the front. But the real performance, some might say, had already happened on the red carpet. The strapless leather dress was not an accident. Fashion critics later dissected the look as iconically rebellious with a dash of grown woman glam. But in truth, the choice was far more intentional than trend. Leather is a paradox, it softens with age, but never loses its edge. It molds to its wearer, bearing the imprint of time while remaining resilient. In many ways, so does Jessica. The look paid homage to her early roles, Dark Angel, Sin City, Fantastic Four, but also reinvented them. This wasn't a costume from the past, it was a new chapter. The kind of fashion statement that says, "I'm still here. I've evolved. And I still slay." The makeup was equally sophisticated. A smoldering bronze eye, soft nude lip, and dewy skin that defied the reality of 4 decades. Her hair. A long, glossy curtain of brunette waves that bounced as she walked. There was nothing forced, nothing try-hard. Just a woman secure in her glow. What makes this moment so striking isn't just the style, it's the story. Honor was only a toddler when Jessica launched the Honest Company. She grew up with a mother who built an empire while changing diapers and attending press tours. She saw boardrooms, not just backlots. She learned the language of independence and innovation by example. And it showed. Honor carried herself with a confidence rarely seen in teenagers. She wasn't there to perform for the cameras, she was there to support her mother. To enjoy a night out. To be seen, but not for attention. For connection. In a world where Hollywood often pits generations of women against each other, here stood two who thrived together. There was no competition in their beauty, no rivalry in their radiance. Only resonance. The play that evening was a modern retelling of A Midsummer Night's Dream, filled with neon lighting, contemporary dance, and gender-fluid casting. A perfect fusion of the old and the new, much like Jessica and Honor themselves. As the curtain rose, the room dimmed. But even in the darkness, the duo glowed. They whispered comments, shared a bite of chocolate during intermission, and clapped with enthusiasm at the final bow. It was clear they weren't there for press. They were there for the love of theater. The love of experience. The love of each other. There's something hauntingly poetic about raising a daughter. You see your younger self in her, fierce, fragile, forming. And yet, you also glimpse the woman she will become, and the woman you once hoped to be. Jessica has spoken in past interviews about the surreal beauty of watching her daughters grow. They teach me more than I teach them, she once said. And as she watched Honor lean in to laugh at a joke, it was clear. This was a girl who had inherited not just her mother's face but her fire. They say daughters reflect their mothers. But sometimes, it's the mother who is reborn in her daughter's presence. As they exited the theater linked arm in arm, heels clicking in rhythm, paparazzi snapped again. But this time, the flashes weren't blinding. They were celebratory. Jessica turned slightly, hand on Honor's back in a gesture of gentle protection. She whispered something that made her daughter grin, a real, unguarded teen grin, all braces and dimples and joy. This wasn't about fashion anymore. It was about legacy. The cameras caught it all, but what they truly captured was a moment in time. A mother and daughter, both luminous, both powerful in their own right, united by blood and by bond. And looking like sisters. That was just a bonus. Fashion analysts would spend the next few days dissecting every detail: who designed the dress? What shade was the lipstick? Were the shoes Louboutin or Saint Laurent? But none of those questions answered why the moment had captivated the world. The answer was simpler: authenticity. In an industry obsessed with filters and facades, Jessica Alba gave us a real moment of beauty, of motherhood, of aging not as loss, but as gain. She redefined what 44 looks like. She didn't dress young. She dressed herself. And Honor. She didn't dress old. She dressed herself too. The harmony between them wasn't in matching outfits. It was in mutual respect, shared joy, and a presence that couldn't be manufactured. News sites ran headlines about her age-defying appearance. Beauty blogs published articles titled Jessica Alba's skincare routine, How to Glow Like a Goddess at 44. But the truth is, no product can bottle what she showed us that night. She didn't just look ageless. She looked timeless. And maybe that's because true beauty, the kind that doesn't wrinkle with time, comes from living fully, loving deeply, and showing up authentically. Honor isn't just Jessica's daughter. She's part of a new generation of women growing up in a world where strength and softness can coexist. Where style is self-expression, not a mask. Where confidence doesn't have to wait until your 30s to be ***** gloom. She's learning from a woman who had to carve her path in an industry that often told her to dim her light. And now, Jessica gets to show her, shine anyway. It's not about who looks younger or older. It's about walking beside each other with grace. Later that week, Jessica posted a photo from the night on Instagram. Just a casual mirror selfie, the two of them mid-laugh. The caption read, "It wasn't about the dress. Or the paparazzi. Or the buzz. It was about the bond."